A nice short video today, simply the process that I go through when checking through the calipers on one of our cars. So that's either the 3-pot Girling or indeed in this case the 4-pot Girling of the twin circuit 2-litre Amazon. What we're doing is primarily checking that all pistons return cleanly, and that'll give us an idea that actually the caliper's in good condition. And then we'll also just go through checking the disc thickness and the pads. Let's go to it. Okay, so first of all we're going to check that in this case all 4 pistons, but of course on the 3-pot caliper the 3 pistons all return cleanly. My favourite tool for this purpose is a mole grip like this, and you can see I've got it set to about 30 to 40 mil there. Hook it over that, like that, and squeeze it home, and that should open up quite cleanly there, and likewise on this side. Okay, that is returning. On a brand new set, those would return very smoothly. This is intermediate. It is returning. If in fact on one side you just don't get any appreciable movement, that is your indication that you need to change your caliper. And in honesty, just get the new caliper. Don't bother messing around with pistons and seals. You'll spend a lot of effort doing it. It's a nasty task, and probably you'll end up having to do it again within 6 months. So these calipers are very good value today. It's just no point in messing around with pistons. Get a new caliper. Okay, next we're just going to check the disc. So we've now got these 2 nicely returned. Out come the 2 R-clips. Tap out the pin. And keep your palm over this area here, because these 2 springs are going to flick out and disappear off somewhere. There we go. There's one. And there's the other. Top pin out. And now we should be able to withdraw the disc pads. Next, we check the thickness of the brake disc. When measuring this, don't forget that there will be some scale build up on the outside edge, so just get your hand bastard and where you're measuring, take the scale off. Zero your calipers. There we go. And let's see what thickness we've got. .99 mil. That is excellent. I'm very pleased with that. The minimum spec is 12.2. So if yours are 12.2 mil or less, then you want to be changing and putting on a new set of brake discs. Double check it. 12.9. That's good. We're happy with that. Now I'm going to fit our best choice for, this is a rally car doing Peking to Paris, so our best choice of brakes for that are Mintex M1144s. Try putting on the boot rubbers. Oh no, we don't need them anymore. Oh, that's quite handy. So first of all, we put a nice helping of anti-squeal. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Like so. And then a neat little run on the top and bottom edges of the backing plate. There we go, in that goes. And let me get the second one. And in that goes. Now, I don't like these pins, they're too long, they're the wrong sort, so I'm going to put the proper pins in. There we go, and you can see the difference between the correct pin and that which was fitted. Again, gentle lick of anti-squeal grease, and in it goes. So some of the anti-squeal springs have an open-ended bend on both ends. Some of them are this design where it actually has to be threaded through. So on this one, we're fine this side, but that side we hoop it through. And in goes the R-clip, like so. Touch of anti-squeal. And hook the top of the anti-squeal spring over and then push the pin through the bottom. And there we go. Rotate it round so you can see the hole for the R-clip, and in goes the R-clip. There we go. That side's ready to compete. On the twin circuit cars, this warning lamp here comes on either if you leave the handbrake on or if there's an imbalance between the two hydraulic circuits. So, generally when you've pressed the front brake pistons back in or replaced any component in the hydraulic system, then that imbalance will occur and you've got to reset the switch. So let me go and show you how you do that. Simplicity itself. Here on the twin circuit car is a 6-way manifold from the master cylinder, and there is the brake warning switch. With your 14mm socket, and bear in mind this shouldn't be on with the strength of 10 men, it's not a hydraulic seal here, it's just locating the switch, so it shouldn't be on particularly heavily, and out it comes. And that is what makes or breaks the contact. Once you've taken it out, everything resets back to natural again. We'll put a touch of copper slip on it. Pop the switch back in. And gently do it up. There we go, and reconnect. And that should now have reset your brake warning switch. So, briefly to summarise, front end of this car. We took the road wheels off, we checked that all the pistons returned cleanly, we took the pads out and verified that we still had more than 12.2mm disc thickness, and I can't iterate too strongly that that is critical. When you go below 12.2mm, the front brakes cook up very fast, and even if they don't cook up, they will be inefficient braking. It's just extraordinary, the difference, the fall off in performance when you go below 12.2mm disc thickness. So do not mess around with that. If it's close, replace them. Then we replace the pads and we put it all back together again and finally reset the twin circuit brake warning switch. Thank you very much.